Katt Williams jumping into the Diddy situation and spilling some crazy tea about how Diddy tried to seduce him. Girl, the more we learn about Diddy and his situation, the more we realize just how messed up everything is behind the scenes, and at this point it really seems like Diddy was trying to sleep with half the men in Hollywood, and y'all can trust Katt to spill the tea on that, because that's exactly what he did. Did Diddy really try to pay Katt $50 million for a one-night stand? Now Katt Williams is one person in the industry that you do not want to mess with, because he will expose you. He's not the type to play games or hide any shady secrets about the industry, because he is going to spill every time, and that's exactly what he is doing to Diddy, because he just exposed Diddy for trying to hook up with him. Girl, at this point it's safe to say that Diddy ain't ever beaten the allegations of him being on the DL cause. Child, there have been way too many people coming out to say that Diddy tried to sleep with them or forced them to sleep with him, and the rumors have been around for ages, even though Diddy has gone over and beyond to hide the secret. He literally got Wendy Williams fired in the 90s because she tried to expose him for being on the DL. There was a radio personality once upon a time, her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for I'm talking about such, but you can't hide in an industry as big as Hollywood. And as expected, rumors started to go around of his secret shenanigans with men, even with those in the industry. For example, rapper Exhibit once told the story of how Diddy took him out for a fun time only for them to end up in a gay bar. He claimed that Diddy never told him that they were going to a gay bar, and once they were there, Exhibit was so shaken that he ran away from the bar, leaving Diddy at the venue. We go down and get a drink, we sitting there bopping to the music, and then he say she pointed over the corner, it's two dudes kissing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like this, you know what I'm saying? So I like, okay, then it's girls in the club too, and then she point another direction, it's another dude over there like, but Nak, Exhibit was not the only rapper that Diddy tried to put moves on, because 50 also claimed that Diddy tried to take him shopping as a way to seduce him and get him into his bed. So when we going to get the chance to to kick it, like we can just hang out, we got to kick it, okay? He telling me we got a kicking, he's like, why don't we like go shopping, or I mean like I pay for it? And I was like, this just say. There's also the time he went on the Breakfast Club and said that Diddy was fruity when he do it, he says things he doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity, and that's not all, because his former bodyguard Gene spilled the tea on Diddy's escapades with men, and he said, Gene, wash the door, don't let nobody come through here. And I said, I washed the door. If I washed the door, and him and a man ran out naked, and I said that I ain't nobody told me that I saw that myself. And speaking of Gene, he also spilled the tea about how the freak-offs that Diddy had with Cassie were actually for Diddy's benefit and not Cassie, because Diddy was on the DL, and he loved his escapades with men. And she say that in this lawsuit that Diddy he enjoyed watching her get smashed by BBCs. So what you think about that? Do you think she was the only one getting bang bomb? Do you think this man had this woman search for prostitutes online just for them to have with her? He also went on to say this Cassie wasn't the only one who wanted, or she didn't want it, but Cassie who searched for the big black, and she was searching for the big black not only for herself, but for some else who we all know that was in the room with her. So if he want to see it, and he want her to touch it, he might that other person in the room with her just might want to it allegedly. So you feel like Diddy was having sex with the male prostitutes? They had to be for both of them. They was in the room, right? You right, it's a freak-off section. Gene also claimed that he used to witness Diddy doing some interesting things too, and with men in the industry. And as it turns out, Diddy also made moves towards Katt Williams, and Katt recently spilled the tea in a new interview. Katt told the story of how Diddy tried to put moves on him for a very long time. He claimed that Diddy tried to seduce him for years and get him in his bed, and when that didn't work, he then threw his money around and offered him $50 million. I've had to turn down $50 million four times, just to protect my integrity in that virgin hole I was telling you about, right? Of course P. Diddy be wanting the body, and you got to tell him no, you got to tell him no. I did see, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so free. Boy, just how desperate was Diddy to get Katt in his bed, because $50 million for a one-night stand is just insane. And is it just me, or does it seem like Diddy enjoys the chase? Cast reactions had fans shook, and they left comments saying that was heartbreaking. This is very disappointing, and not funny at all. These slimes are all destroying the black community. For Hollywood, Katt been exposing in Hollywood, but people called him crazy. He told us about those parties in Hollywood. A lot of your favorite actors and musicians are involved in some sinister stuff, especially involving children. A lot of people are not ready for the truth, and to think that even being a grown man with muscles still isn't safe in Hollywood. What chance do women have? This situation is crazy, but you'll let me know what your thoughts are about this situation, and then check out this next video.